Carb counting for type 1 diabetics. It's an easier way to manage your blood sugar. Carbohydrate counting is an important dietary approach for individuals with type 1 diabetes. It involves estimating the number of carbohydrates in the foods you eat and then matching your insulin dosage to the amount of carbohydrates consumed. This practice helps to regulate blood sugar levels and maintain better overall glycemic control. When you have type 1 diabetes, your body does not produce insulin, a hormone that helps regulate blood sugar. Therefore, you need to take exogenous insulin through injections or an insulin pump to manage your blood sugar levels. The amount of insulin required depends on various factors, including the amount of carbohydrates consumed. Carbohydrates have the most significant impact on blood sugar levels. When you eat foods containing carbohydrates, they are broken down into glucose, which enters the bloodstream and raises blood sugar levels. By counting the number of carbohydrates in your meals and snacks, you can determine how much insulin you need to cover those carbohydrates and keep your blood sugar within a target range. Here are some key steps to carb counting. Understand which foods contain carbohydrates. Common sources include grains, starchy vegetables, for example, potatoes and corn, fruits, dairy products. An example would be milk and yogurt, legumes, and sugary foods. Use measuring cups, a food scale, or other tools to accurately determine the amount of food you're consuming. This step is crucial for accurate carb counting. Pay attention to the total carbohydrate content listed on nutrition labels. It's essential to consider serving sizes, as they can vary. There are various resources available, such as books, websites, smartphone apps, and even specialized meal planning software that provide carbohydrate information for different foods. These resources can help estimate carb content when specific labels are not available. Work with your healthcare team to determine your insulin-to-carb ratio. This ratio represents the amount of insulin needed for a specific amount of carbohydrates. For example, if your ratio is 1:15, you would take 1 unit of insulin for every 15 grams of carbohydrates you consume. Keep in mind that factors like physical activity, stress, illness, and medications can also impact your blood sugar levels. It's important to work with your healthcare team to understand how these factors might affect your insulin needs. Personally, for many years I didn't count carbohydrates. With the phone apps today, I have found this becomes super easy. As I look at things on a menu, I check my carb content on my phone. This way I know how to stay in the range my doctor wants me to stay in and adjust my insulin accordingly. It's made a big difference for me, and my last HbA1c was at a respectable 6.4 milligrams per deciliter. I'm determined to get it to 6.1 by the end of the year. I have my doctor check my HbA1c every 90 days. Remember, carb counting is a skill that takes practice. Working closely with your healthcare team, including a registered dietitian, can help you understand and develop a personalized carb counting plan that works best for you. They can also assist in fine-tuning your insulin regimen and provide ongoing support and education. Please hit the subscribe button and like button to receive more content on the subject of type 1 diabetes and how to manage this disease. Thanks for watching.